In a kingdom far to the north, where the snow sparkled like diamonds and the wind whispered ancient secrets, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Sonia. She wasn't born a princess. She was the humble daughter of a candlemaker who lived in a small cottage by the forest. One winter night, as Sonia was gathering firewood, a great white bear with eyes like sapphire stars appeared before her. Instead of attacking her, he bowed his head and spoke in a voice like rumbling thunder. "Sonia, your heart is pure, and your courage is strong. Will you come with me to my castle beyond the ice mountains?" Though afraid, Sonia nodded. "If you need me, I will come." The bear carefully placed her on his back and started their journey. He shielded her from the biting snowstorms and the icy winds that howled through the mountains. Finally, they arrived at a magnificent ice palace, nestled between snow-covered peaks. It shimmered with an otherworldly glow, and inside, Sonia lived in comfort, tended by servants. But a heavy price was demanded for their help. She was told that she must never light a candle after sunset. The servants whispered that if she did, the bear might vanish forever. Intrigued and a little afraid, Sonia promised to follow this rule. Months passed, each one more enchanting than the last. But Sonia grew lonely. She missed her home and her family. One night, unable to bear the mystery any longer, she lit a candle after sunset. The moment the flame touched the wick, a gasp escaped her lips. Lying in the bear's place was a handsome prince, fast asleep. The light woke him with a start, and when he saw Sonia, sorrow clouded his sea-green eyes. "You broke the spell too soon," he said, his voice as desolate as the winter wind. "I was cursed to be a bear by day and man by night. Only trust could break it fully. Now I must leave and become a prisoner of the Snow Witch forever." Tears streamed down Sonia's face as she watched him vanish into a swirl of snow, but she refused to let him disappear. She wrapped herself in furs and set out alone across the treacherous ice mountains. 4 days, she journeyed through whispering forests and frozen lakes, facing dangerous frost wolves, icy illusions, and fierce blizzards. All the while, the memory of the handsome prince spurred her on. At last, she reached the Snow Witch's ominous tower, where the prince was trapped in a cage of shimmering frost. Summoning all her strength, Sonia strode towards the tower. As she stood before the witch, she said, "Take me instead. Let him go." The Snow Witch paused, her gaze piercing. "No one has ever offered themselves willingly," she said, her voice echoing with ancient power. Then, with a wave of her staff, the tower began to shatter like fragile glass. Outside, the prince broke free from his icy bonds. The white bear was gone forever, and Sonia, though covered in scratches and bruises, was alive. The sight of Sonia, battered but determined, brought tears to the prince's eyes. Kneeling before her, he said, "You have saved me. How can I ever repay you?" Sonia looked back, her own eyes shining with newfound determination. "Take me to your ice palace," she said. "I want to see the people you have ruled as the White Bear." Hand in hand, they returned to the ice palace, which now glowed with a warm, inviting light. Servants and townspeople crowded the courtyard, their faces filled with joy and gratitude. Snowflakes swirled in the air, singing with delight. The stars in the sky danced in celebration, and the northern lights painted vibrant streaks across the heavens, as if applauding Sonia's bravery. That night, they held a grand feast in the courtyard. The townspeople cheered, their voices echoing through the mountains. Long live Sonia, Princess of the White Bear, for she had proven that true courage could conquer even the most fearsome curses. And so Sonia became a princess, not by birth, but by the strength of her heart.